Okay, there we go. There we go. I don't know why, but it wasn't registering the fact that I was talking. Anyway, hello, welcome. We are playing more of My Forever World, and as you can tell by the title, we're gonna work on doing a farm. I have building ideas, but the thing is that I still need to work and get the materials that I want to get. And actually building this farm is gonna help me towards that, because I realize that I was gonna need some materials from this farm anyways to sit there and do things like, I was researching and I was just like, oh, you know what I have a lot of? I have a lot of dirt from terraforming, and I could use it to make mud blocks, and I realized mud blocks need wheat. So this is what I've done where the houses are floating up is where the dirt used to be. And I have some stuff mapped out, like some stores, library, fish, monger place, stable, or barn area, community houses, torch, forge, and a tavern. The forge and tavern, I sat there and asked like some of my friends, and was like, hey, I'm building stuff in my MC world. What should I make? Because I have like all this here listed. This is gonna be the farmstead house, the farm shed area for planting and crops and the like. But anyway. Yeah, that's me. Anytime I sit down and stream and I leave my food for like 2 seconds. Sorry, my mom came in and wanted to inform me that the cats were trying to get her for having dinner. Anyway, I'm thinking I'm gonna make it 2 blocks deep, because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna irrigate it from underneath. Yeah, I'm gonna irrigate it from underneath. I actually probably don't want it to be where the church is, so about here. Oh no, the church is all the way down there, so I'm good. What am I doing? I'm sitting there mixing up my buildings. There went shovel. Another shovel. Also, yes, I know the gear that I'm wearing right now isn't the best, but I'm just breezing through whatever gear I've collected. About here and here. That seems like a good sizable farm. That seems like a good sizable farm. Because I'm doing more than just wheat. I'm putting the potatoes and carrots in here too. I'm not doing beets. Can't make me do beets. Or fuse beets. Beets to me are really useless. The only thing I've discovered that is even slightly useful about beets is the fact that I have now recently found out that you can use them for pigs. so that you have the addition of beets and carrots, basically. To sit there and feed and breed pigs with. But beyond that, not really. Like, if I want a good stew, I'll just go with a mushroom stew. Yes, this is a base swaths of wheat and other things. Alright, and I'd say about actually where I made that indent is the halfway point, so I kinda so beets and carrots and then wheat for this one. Alright. But yeah, no, the reason I have not sat down and streamed the crazy things I've done, like digging this out and plotting it out, is because it took me 3 consecutive nights of doing this. 3. And that each session was about 8 hours long, so that was a total of, I don't know. God, let me sit there and calculate in my head. 16 and then 20. So that was 24 hours, a full day's worth over the 3 consecutive days of just sitting there and mining dirt and cobblestone, and I felt that wouldn't have been interesting enough. I don't think anyone wants to see 3 days worth of me just digging things out. That's not very interesting. But anyway, we continue. I guess I'm continuing by hand at this point. Probably put a torch around here. But, yeah. As you can tell, I'm sitting there working on materials, like I'm sitting there and cooking so much stone. I've found shovels. At least copper has somewhat of a use of. I can use it for cheap terraforming. Why is it raining?
You can only sleep at night and during thunderstorms.
Okay. Cool. I love when it rains. Okay. Farm is this way. But yeah, once I sit there and get the materials necessary to start actually doing the builds, I will do another stream on my Forever World here where I am actually doing the building part. I just have been gathering the resources and materials off screen because I don't feel like that's very entertaining at all to sit there and watch me do that sort of thing. Like AFKing in front of a bunch of furnaces to sit there and get stone is probably not the most exciting thing you want to watch. But yee. Alright. I've also kind of been thinking out, like, the church might use religion, because this is basically the equivalent of being almost this what I call the spawn village, because basically it's the first village you run across once you get out of spawn. So I think I'm gonna have the religion of that for this particular village, because, you know, other beings from other worlds suddenly appearing near a village after walking out, after, like, entering the world and walking around, I feel like would be really cool. And then, of course, I'm gonna have to sit there and probably get villagers back, which means getting zombie villagers, getting golden apples, changing it to hard mode so that well, actually, if I capture zombie villagers themselves, I wouldn't need hard mode, I would just need to cure them. The thing is that I would need to get the zombie villagers to spawn first. Because for some reason, I guess my villagers decided that instead of just staying in their houses, they were gonna run outside and die. Which I'm very disappointed in them for doing that. But, you know, can't control the mechanics of the AI. But I think I will do something differently next time, is that when they're all asleep, I might just block them into their own homes before doing any sort of terraforming. Hi, baby pig. I love that the babies at their heads are just really big compared to their bodies. My favorite thing about babies. Oh man. Alright. Yeah, I see. I'll do that later. Computer's yelling at me saying my printer needs a driver update, considering I sat there and hooked up the printer today. I feel like another mechanic that would be really nice is if you sit there and submerge your dirt block in water and it automatically becomes a mud block. I don't know if that's a thing that is a thing, but it should be a thing if it isn't. I was also talking to my friends the other night because I couldn't sleep. And another thing that I thought would be a cool mechanic is the drowned skeletons would be interesting. Just a variation of skeleton, but, you know, drowned. I'm starting to run out. Starting to run out of room. This is what I mean by my building material is mainly going to probably be stone and mud bricks.
You can only sleep at night and during thunderstorms.
Gee. Okay. But, yeah. Alright. Probably gonna need more than one bucket for this task. Otherwise it's just gonna painstakingly take 5 years for this. And I don't want it to take 5 years, man. I don't have time for it to take 5 years. I need food and I need it ASAP because these 3 beetroots and 2 cooked potatoes that I have are all I got. I ended up mainly doing the terraforming, but I was mainly just chowing down zombie flesh for it. Alright. And I think after I sit there and get the village built up, what I'm gonna do as the next project is actually build a base for this particular village. Because I think that I could sit there and make a bunch of materials, and once I have leftover materials, I can contribute those materials to the factor of a new existing building. Okay. But I'd say if you're terraforming in survival and you want a cheap terraforming tool because you haven't gotten around to fully enchant netherite and that sort of thing, copper is the way to go, because not only is it going to be found at surface level when you're terraforming, it's very cheap and easy. It has about, at least I think, if not a little under the same durability as an iron item. Just like a little under that, but you're able to mine iron, coal, and copper with said copper thing. You just can't mine anything above iron with it because it's copper. Oh, not you. Come on. I'm busy. I was very upset. I had a really good living streak. I had up to 55 days, and now I'm gonna have to sit there and get to 55 days again. This actually has the schematics of what I've lived, died, and done so far. Yeah. So far I'm at 6, my longest streak is 8, and I've had 12 deaths so far. Killed nearly 300 monsters. Only 5 animals, no players killed. 60,000 blocks. 60,000 blocks, gang. I kinda like this one just because it has all the stats there for you. I'm officially out of beets. But yeah, I've been using this basically as a time to sit down and actually learn Minecraft, because I've played Minecraft but never actually sat down and learned the mechanics of Minecraft. While playing it, I just kind of played. So like there's a lot of stuff I don't know, but I would like to, and just generally want to learn to play better. I feel like using this Forever World could be the mechanic for that. Because I do, as a goal, eventually, besides being the Ender Dragon, I want to learn not only Minecraft mechanics, but I want to learn how to do redstone as well, which would be really interesting and cool to learn, at least in my opinion. So then I can learn how to start doing like redstone stuff and build even cooler things with that, because as I was talking to my friend, like the last time I sat there and beat the Ender Dragon, Elytras weren't even a thing, so like even with this account, I don't have an Elytra achievement at all, or even the end achievement on this particular one, to be honest, which is strange. But I guess considering I beat it on the Xbox compared to beating it on the PC version. But yes. Very interesting. Alright, almost got this emptied out, and then I'm gonna dump the entirety of what I have. Alright. Ooh, cool. Alright. That there, and then we're gonna mine this coal out, and then we're actually gonna replace that with the dirt. And then also grab that copper, because copper is good to have. At least for me with terraforming of late. world generation seed is really messed up for this world. I was sitting there exploring the mines and they were like kind of like clipping into each other and stuff. It was really weird. And I found this one thing. I have to show you guys a screenshot of it because it's crazy, actually. Actually, you know what? Oh no, I wanted to go into here. I found that last night when walking around, and that is grass on top of water. That is grass that has spawned on top of water, gang. My world is seed is so broken. It's so broken, gang. It's insane, actually. Almost. I hear a skeleton. Grab the copper here. Why is there so much copper? I'm not mad about it, I'm just wondering. Alright. So I built this, dug it out, so we're gonna go ahead and dump what we can into chests, and then see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chests. Oh, 5 chests. I'll do 5 extra chests because God knows if we will probably need that or not with all the mining I've been doing. Put 29 on top. Okay. I'll need it in here. You know what? I can just start doing that, and then I'll create the chests and stuff later.
Kofi Streambot said, visit blue_seers KO-Fi page at https://ko-fi.com/bluezer?ref $Twitch.
Thanks, Mark. Alright. Oh, I did have a second bucket. Okay. Okay, we got 2 buckets. I think 2 buckets would be okay enough. Ah! And me sorting through my stuff. Alright. Just gotta do the speed. Alright. let's go. Hey, yeah, there's baby turtle also swimming around. Yeah, there it is. Baby turtle. Hi, little guy. Look at him. So cute. I love him. His parents are hanging around here somewhere. Yep, there's his parents. Alright, I'm gonna at least get the wheat farm going. Y'all are gonna need to find your way out. Alright. Do this for a while. This is just gonna be a lot of back and forth with the water. But yeah, I'll go around and tell you guys what's gonna be what, basically. For funsies while I'm here. Alright. So, I was messing around with structure ideas and stuff, and as I said, I'm gathering materials. So, I have this mapped out is because I want to put a big tree in the center. I just don't know which species, if I should do oak, birch, or the cherry wood. Actually, and if I sit there and post this and you guys comment which one that you want in the center, I might actually sit there and plant that as a center tree, and then I want like flower field bit around it, and then I kind of want to do like this, dig out like a little river around to surround it. Anyway, this is gonna be the library. Over here, that's gonna be the fishing place, where like bait and stuff and everything's gonna be stored there, and like fishing rods and fishing stuff. This is gonna be the stable / barn area, I'm thinking, over here. This is a storefront, that's a storefront, so there's 2 storefronts over there. As I said, that's in the corner there is gonna be the farmhouse where all the farming stuff will be, like hoes, seeds, and stuff like that. This is gonna be the tavern for the village. And then this is the forge here, and then this This little bit is gonna be a church. It's not gonna be a really big church. It's not, just a little one. Just a little one. And then those 3 back there are gonna be community villager houses. That is my plan, at least, for the layout so far. If you guys have any other ideas, you might want to think about me expanding out for this, because, as I said, I've done quite a bit of terraforming and done a lot, stuff like that, but I don't mind doing more. If there's like more things I could add to the village that I'm building up here. Not apple. Potato. But yeah, I'm gonna try and sit there and do that. Be really fun. At least to me. To me it'd be fun. To other people it might seem a little bit insane. I'm gonna try to stream for 2 hours, and hopefully by the end of the 2 hours the farm will be halfway done, if not fully done maybe. I might have to go 2 levels up for this. So many pigs today. I'm gonna fill in the edges basically and then work my way towards the center. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do this 2 levels. Okay. Well, good to know. I'll start on the first level, make sure that everything's kosher there, and then I'll move on to the second. Oh. Are all these done cooking? They are. Okay, let's grab some stone and replace it. No! I hate when that happens. Probably take all this stone as well. And throw it in here. Alright. And we're gonna do on this side, which is corner, corner. You start working up on this. And you. Slowly but surely, we will get the farm. Slowly but surely, it's just gonna take 5 million bucket runs. Yeah, alright, that side's level. I don't know why I heard a zombie. Why? Why am I hearing zombies? Okay. I'm just randomly hearing zombies. I'm going crazy, guys. It's all that dirt I was mining. The dirt mining is getting to me. I'm starting to hear zombies. take what I have, not those 64 potatoes, but half of what is that one bit, and maybe cook that up. 16? 16. I'm gonna yank, go. And you're gonna go here for now. Because I desperately need food. He let his llama here and left him to drown. That's messed up. Okay, that's along the edge there. Now I just need to get the edge along that way here. Why do I keep hearing zombies? Alright. Starting to get it, starting to get it. That is a zombie villager specifically, I think I'm hearing there.
Mayokaki.
Hello.
Welcome to my channel.
Welcome, welcome. We are just simply building a regular farm here. Regular farm for wheat and stuff, with potatoes and stuff like that. I just went around and introduced all the terraforming that I did, and the blocks here are mapping out buildings I'm gonna build on a later stream. It's just right now I'm working on the farm because the farm is the source of food I need, plus I need wheat to build the mud block material that I need because I have so many dirt blocks I'm gonna turn into mud bricks. But yeah, it's not a crazy stream. Nothing crazy happening. Just basic building and mining the craft. starting to level out though. Yippee! Yay! Yoo-hoo! Alright. I'm gonna have to run into bed. Run to bed here. Run to bed. So many potatoes. Throw that back into here. Throw that in here, actually. Ugh. Okay. If I don't finish the farm off camera, or if I don't finish the farm on camera, I might finish it off camera. I don't know. That's up for debate, depending. Okay. Now I have to do the second level and then proceed to do the farm. Because I had a problem at one point where I was just like, had like a slight inch gap and I couldn't get the blocks to actually moisturize because of that small little gap, and it made me so angry. That's why I figured that I'm gonna have to do a second level on this. I wonder if I can just take it out and then go around the edge. That'd be a good idea. Probably. I hate when I do that. Press buttons on my keyboard. Hello? And then... Doing good so far. Why is there a chicken in there? I know, I'm not talking a lot, but I don't know what to really talk about. I'm so focused on trying to sit there and get this farm done. I'm not gonna lie. I'm so focused. I really want to get this farm done, because then once I get this farm done, it means I can actually start doing things. And once I'm able to start doing things, then stuff is really gonna start kicking off. It's going well so far. Halfway there for the hayfield, which is not that bad. Nearly there. Oh man.
Kofi Streambot said, visit blue_seers KO-Fi page at https://ko-fi.com/blueser?ref=Twitch.
Thanks, Mark. I appreciate it. Alright, and then we just need to finish filling this up, and then we'll be all good. Need to kind of hurry because I'm running out of food resources very quickly for this. Alright. Let's do it. I thought I turned the soundscapes off, but I guess not. I sat there and moved them from my add-on, but they didn't remove, I think. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe that's just how regular water is now, and I never realized it. Oh. Yeah, I nearly got the water. Hi guys. Okay, and let's climb the bed, and once we get that, we'll finally have at least half of the field done. And then I'll just start planting right away, at least for the wheat, because I really do need, as I said, a viable food source. We need to get that wheat going. Day half is going to be half potatoes, half carrots. Okay, I just need maybe one or two more. Yeah, just about one or two more, and then we can start layering it down and hopefully this will work, and then I can have the underground irrigation for the farm, and it'll be all good. And there we go. Alright. Now we're gonna grab those dirt blocks, place them on top, and see if that will work. I hope it does. I will cry if it doesn't. No, I don't need the stone. Though I will need that. Probably don't need that many dirt blocks, but whatever. It's fine. Alright, this hopefully should work, because it looks like it's counting them as submerged in the water. Let's see. There we are, it's working! Woohoo! Alright. Come on. You're fully submerged. Yes. It is working. working. It's just a very slow process. I'm just doing a very, very slow process of hydrating it. Why that lag?
Nightmare Ethan 8. Welcome to my channel.
Hi Ethan, what's up? I am making a giant wheat field right now on my Minecraft world. So, nothing insane, nothing crazy. Just casual Minecraft. How have you been? No! There we go. I realized I didn't get the block back. I wish I could stop having lag spikes. It's probably because I have this streaming that I'm doing open on the side. I'm going to start being violent. This keeps happening. do. Ah. Ah! I love misclicking. It is so cool when I do that. It's so fun when I do that. Okay. But, yeah. I got blueprints for, various buildings already mapped out with the blocks that you see around. And I got some building ideas. But if you guys got more, I'm always willing to accept and see what I can build. Hello? I'm gonna need a new one. Why is that turning into random dirt blocks? I'll have to figure that one out. I'm probably gonna need 2 or 3 of them. Alright. And let's see, maybe if I go to where I'm having dirt problems and then why is this not working? Y'all are seeing this, right? Why? Why am I having random dirt blocks? It should not be random dirt blocks. Okay, I need to Google this. It's starting to make me mad. So I need to plant when not near water. Alright, so it says it's not hydrated, which is weird because I sat there. How is that not hydrated? Minecraft, tell me that. How is that not hydrated? I'm gonna go plant. I'm gonna go grab some seeds and see if I can fix this. This is dumb and stupid. Start having a fit. How is none of this considered hydrated? It is so hydrated. There is at least a layer of water. Gang. Okay. Don't know why it's doing that, but it's doing that. Anyway. I don't understand because this is all within water. Legitimately. I don't understand that. I don't understand it, gang. I don't understand it at all. Because, like, 90% of this is registering as, oh yeah, there's water here. And then the other half is like, nah, there's no water here. I don't know what you're talking about. Minecraft makes me a little angry sometimes with its logic. I'm not gonna lie. Because this is all water. I'm gonna have so much wheat, I'm not gonna lie. Alright. go grab more dirt. Wait, hold on. Dirt, dirt. I have dirt in the house here. Why are you trying to drop your llamas into my wheat field? Please stop. Why do I keep hearing mobs? I'm just going slowly crazy, and I'm hearing Minecraft mobs when there isn't any Minecraft mobs.
Kofi Streambot said, visit blue_seers KO5 page at https://ko-fi.com/blueser?ref=Twitch.
Thanks, Mark. I think I'll be doing Anne tomorrow for the finale bit, and then you know what day it is. Come the day immediately after, it is Cult of the Lamb drop, and so we're gonna be doing that DLC and doing an entirely new Cult of the Lamb run from that DLC. It's gonna be really fun. I have to advertise that. I'll do that. I'll do a short about it probably tomorrow. Is like slightly twitching. Oh, I hate when that happens. Get out of the water. You're in my farmland. Stop. Get your llamas out of my crops! What is your deal? What is your problem? Oh my god. I'm gonna live action assassinate a villager at this point, because that villager keeps jumping into my water. And I want him to stop. Alright, we got up to a certain point done, so I'm just gonna... And I'll do one more. Are you kidding me? Alright, and then I'm just gonna put down the rest of the dirt blocks and we will turn that into farmland soon enough here. Once I get more seeds. I'm gonna leave that one strip out so I know where it ends. Alright. I think I will call the stream once I get that basically almost fully covered except for the one strip. Cause yeah, I gotta get more seeds. Way more seeds. And then I'll work on the potato and carrot off camera because it's basically me doing the same thing that I did over here. Alright, yep. So that's basically this stream. We were just doing enough to sit there and get at least a wheat fields farm started, which we have, which is pretty good. As I said, I'll do the potato and carrot probably off stream because it's just basically me doing the same exact thing that I did for this stream, except the variation is potato and carrot. But yeah, if you like what I do, consider hitting us follow button on Twitch at blue_seer, spelled BLUE_SEER. I usually stream 6 p.m. EST around there. As I said, I got Anne lined up for a stream, and then I'm gonna do Cult of the Lamb for the drop when the DLC comes out on the 22nd there at 6 p.m. EST. So you have those two at least to look forward to. If you want to catch previous videos I've done and other stuff that I've recorded, you can go check out my VODs over at Blue Seer Boy, spelled BLUESERBOI. You can check me out over there. Give me maybe a subscribe and like there. But yeah, if you want to comment what tree I should plant in the middle, go ahead and throw that in the comments. Let me know. Thank you so much and have a lovely day. Bye bye.